everybody, and welcome back to another journal making video with Medaya Memory Maker. Yours truly. I am exhausted. I am filming a whole bunch of introductions right now because I'm just trying to get a head start on all of my projects. My baby is due in September. So I've got a lot of stuff that I want to get done in that time period. Anyway, today we are going to be making a vintage Christmas journal. Now you might be thinking, a Christmas journal? Why? I have a lot of really beautiful Christmas themed design papers and things like that that I have acquired over my hauls, visiting craft shops, op shops, people giving me stuff. I've got a lot of Christmassy stuff and I love like traditional vintage Christmases. I think they are so gorgeous. I'm not a fan of like the modern, no, I want really traditional, beautiful Christmas. So I'm going to be making a Christmas themed junk journal. Now you're probably thinking, how can someone really purchase this book? Well, either you love Christmas. If you love Christmas, you'll buy it. So that's a lot of you. And second of all, one thing that this journal can be used for is putting photos into. Junk journals are so diverse. You can literally fill them with whatever you like. Mementos from like bits and pieces of your life. Say a rapper, you go on a date with a boy and he gives you like a bit of gum and you're like, oh, I'm gonna keep that paper and write about it. You know, you can do stuff like that. You can stick photos in there, you can use it as a diary, you can just use it for just like everything that you need, or your to-do list, all that stuff. Whatever the heck you want, you can stick inside your junk journals. That's why they are just amazing. Okay, so a Christmas journal, I was thinking each year it could be something that you stick on your shelf as like an ornament, you know, like a hey, look at me. No. And not only that, you can stick photos in it of your family every Christmas and just keep updating it and bringing it out for the season. How awesome is that? Now, let's go to the craft station and put together this journal. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so we are going to be making a vintage Christmas themed junk journal that I think would be just so amazing to stick all your family Christmas photos of each year. It can be an ornament on the shelf. How freaking cool. Now, I have acquired so many Christmassy themed papers and cardstocks. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, these are so gorgeous. Look at all of these. So I want to use them throughout and also as like my interior. I'm thinking I'm going to use, instead of using fabric, I'm going to use this cardstock as my interior. I just think it's so gorgeous. So we have these papers to look through. I've also gone and printed a whole bunch of Christmassy images, things like this, that you can just decorate the pages with. Oops. So nice. Oh, I love that. I love the Santas. Very, very cool. So awesome. So yeah, we've definitely got a lot of papers to play around with. I'm going to have to fold these ones up because these are going to go into our signatures. Look at frickin' these. Oh my gosh. Is that not the most beautiful setting you've ever seen? How amazing. I want to use this for my cover. I know you're thinking, usually I do all my journals with like fabric, but I want to play around with some papers because I've got some really, really awesome illustrations. Oh, that is so stunning. Let's go pick out the fabric that I will be using, because don't worry, we're definitely using fabric for this journal. So let's go to my fabric boxes and have a quick look. Okay, so now that we are face to face, let's go through all of this fabric and pick out what we're going to be using for this journal. Oh my gosh! Okay, so we have this. Oh, so stunning. It's like a sack. I got it from Vinnie's. It was $2. So love that. Love that. It's like a table, not a table runner. I don't know what it is. It's just a bit of like Hessian, I don't know. But how gorgeous is that? So we've got this fabric for our cover as well. And then I also have this beautiful, I'm going to just use the band. This is like a little outfit that my daughter wore when she was like, I think this was like her first Christmas or something. I don't know. How cute is that? But I want to cut it up and use this band as like a bit of a decoration. Oh, I love that so much. So let's take a look at our skeleton again. Put our fabrics aside for now. Let's fold these pages. I'm really, really excited for this journal, you guys. It's gonna be freaking gorgeous. I can just tell. I love Christmas. It's such a special time of year. I love gifts. I'm not materialistic by any means, but on my birthday and Christmas, I love gift giving. I love giving people gifts. I love receiving gifts. Like, it's just beautiful. However, I am a very practical girly, so when I want like a gift, I mean, to be honest, this is gonna sound so awful. You're gonna think, oh my god, Medaya, you're like a horrible person. But I often like receive gifts. Obviously, being a woman, what's something that you would receive? You receive candles, you receive, you know, smelly stuff, maybe a bit of makeup, maybe, you know, you're given just like very typical general gifts most of the time, right? And I don't use any of that type of stuff because I'm very like natural living kind of a person. I don't like, you know, harmful chemicals and and all of that stuff. I have a very clean living diet and all of that. So just very health conscious. So I don't use candles or any, you know, stuff like that. Not really. But I love it when people give them to me anyway, because A, it's the thought that counts, right? And not only that, it helps me not have to buy somebody else a gift. I'm like the queen of like re-gifting. So I know that sounds awful. You're like, oh my god, you don't. Yeah, I do. I re-gift all the gifts that I don't use or like I wouldn't technically want. Because why should I hold on to it? Like if I really don't use it. Like I don't wear makeup. I don't use smelly scented candles because they're all full of like fake fragrances and just harmful crap that just wrecks your hormones and all of that crap. So I'm like, no, I don't use that stuff unless it's like an essential oil that's like 100% essential oil. Like I'll love that, use that, cool. But majority of the time, you know, people just give you like, you know, nice smelly stuff or creams. I don't use any creams. I'm not very girly. I'm very practical. If you buy me art supplies, if you buy me tools, if you buy me stuff like that, I'm gonna be keeping it and using it. Like honestly, somebody could just give me a pack of A4 copy paper. It's like $10 and I'm gonna be a happy girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be a very, very simple resource and I'm gonna be over the moon. If given candles and things like that, I don't know. I don't really see myself ever using them. So it saves me money by giving it to somebody else who actually will use it and love it. So it's not all bad. Come on. Oh, I just exposed myself so bad there. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, all of those internal signature images are now folded and done. Let's move all our papers aside and just have a look at that skeleton again. Alrighty, so for this, I'm thinking, which one out of these papers should be our interior? If this is our fabric on the outside and this is our cover image. Oh my god, this journal's gonna be freaking gorgeous. I think I want to go green, you know, to bring that traditional Christmas in. So I think that's going to be my interior color. This is going to be our interior. I've decided. It's been decisioned. But obviously these papers are not big enough. So I'm going to have to come in with like 2. We'll do it in the spine like that. So let's just get our trusty gloopy glue. Wet that, get it all sticky. What is your favorite Christmas carol or Christmas story? Me and my mum have a tradition every single year. We watch the Muppets Christmas Carol. It is like just literally a tradition. We watch it from the 1st of December all the way up until Christmas, and it plays on Christmas Day. So best believe we watch that damn movie a lot. Like it is constantly playing in my household and in my mum's household. It's usually something that we listen to when we're cooking and baking. We don't actually sit down and watch it every single day, but it's playing all day. All day long from like the 1st of December onwards. It is just such a good story, Ebenezer Scrooge, and the way that the Muppets tell it is just honestly fantastic. I love that movie. It is so good. Now let's do the other side. Do you guys have any Christmas traditions that you do every single year without fail? Do you go to a special place? Honestly, I've only ever had my family kind of live in one town, so my Christmases have always been in the same sort of location. It would just kind of alternates from house to house. Like maybe we might go to lunch at my mum's house or visit my dad for dinner or whatever it is. Or I might do like a breakfast or something for everyone to come to. Usually we do something like that, but it's pretty basic, pretty boring. No, pretty basic. And then obviously we do gifts and Secret Santa, things like that. In my family, we have so many people that what we ended up doing is having a Secret Santa, and it's a limit of $100. So everyone has to purchase something for like one person only, instead of like getting everybody like a $10 gift, because it's expensive. Like buying Christmas gifts are bloody expensive. And most of the time, you just don't have like a lot of money come that time of year anyway. So what we do is we just do like a Secret Santa. Everyone draws a name at the start of the year, and then they have a $100 limit they have to buy for that person. That way the person actually gets a nice gift, and everyone gets something, which I definitely think is such a smart and fun way of doing Christmas. Alright, we've obviously got a lot of leftover. Now, I kind of want that to go all the way over. It doesn't need to on this side. Alright, you can set that aside. Cut. Alright, so I'm going to fold these ones up first and glue them down. And then the top ones as well, because we want our journal to be very strong and have a lot of stability, even though we're not using as many fabrics. So let's glue that down. Okay, so now we have our interior complete. Very good for now. This is our base. Turning over to the front now. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. I need to stick down this illustration for the cover first. So before we can stick down our fabric, I want to put this down. So let's glue that. I'm going to have to do some trimming though. Getting our glue, just lathering that bad boy again. I'm just going to cut it, I think, after I've glued it. I think that would be probably a safer option. Otherwise, I might risk cutting it a bit too small or something stupid. Our illustration. The shakes got me good. Okay, pressing that down. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. Pressing. Like that. I'm going to cut the edge now off camera, and we'll be right back to lay our fabric down. Oh my god, that is so freaking stunning. Okay, so on the interior now, I couldn't cut this off. I just thought it looked so beautiful, and it looks really nice against this green. So we've got a tuck spot. This is probably a bit thick, but you can stick some paper and other little photos or whatever the hell you want in that little tuck spot there, and we can decorate it with some lace as well, just to make it extra fancy as like a pocket. But that looks really nice. Okay, now it's time to glue down our fabric. So here is that. It's gonna come over a little bit like this. And then we can obviously add some trim on the edge here as well, just to make it a little bit more whoosh, or whatever the fuck you want, or whatever the hell it is. Oh, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. Vava-voomf. Voomf? 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 I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna look fancy. We're gonna make it look really good. So let's lather that gloopy glue. Pressing down. I'm really not happy with this formula of the glue. They changed it. I don't know why they did that to me, but it's shit. It just doesn't glue as well. Like, this is like lifting so much. Why do they have to make my life hard? See? God, the stuff I've got to put up with. Not acceptable. Now, I want to bring some of that outside in. So what we're going to do is create a pocket on the edge here. I'm going to get my trusty glue and just line the edges here with a bit of glue. Okay, so we just want to run this bead along the very edge. Not too much, doesn't need to be a lot. We just want this mesh to stick down. Okay, so something like that. Hopefully it's the right amount. Okay, and if we need to trim off excess, that's perfectly fine. I do remember this was a really hard thing to stick down, and it's not liking my fabric glue. Oh, it doesn't like me. Alright, I do have a bit of this tacky glue, it's called. It's that little bit thicker. Thicker than a Snicker. So let's lay that on instead, maybe. Give it something a little bit more tacky to hold on to. Try again, take 2. Alright, instantly better. Alright, I'm gonna just quickly have a look, see at the sides there. Now, we're going to line this with lace as well, but this does need to completely dry before we can do that. So, let's come back in just a second. Okay, now I have jumped ahead because I'm just so freaking awesome. No, I'm probably annoying as hell to watch because I'm always jumping ahead and doing things. But let's sew in our last signature together. I sewed in the first 3. They look so good. I don't know if I showed you guys what I did with the papers, but we'll go through them in a moment. Let's just get this bad boy in because I'm itching to have this journal complete. So we want to go through our center hole now, just like this, and go straight up to, oopsie, what are you doing? Straight up to the top hole. Pushing through, dun, 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 like that, and then fingers crossed we get it in the one go. Oh, nope. Am I gonna get lucky? No. That's nice. Alright, where are you? Where are you, Mr. Holy? He only works on Sundays. Because he's holy. Alright, let's go. There we go. Alright, let's pull that guy through. Now we want to go down to the bottom hole, pushing, 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 trying to line that up, get it through that last little paper, pull, oh sugar, we've come undone, like my nana. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, that's a Wreck-It Ralph joke, you can tell my mum. Alright, let's put that through here, like this, and then we want to go back through that middle hole there, oops, and then back through our middle signature hole as well. Oops, that did not go where it was meant to go. Let's get them to squeeze through. These pages are so beautiful. I am actually in love, like, to be honest. Very happy with how this journal is turning out. I cannot wait to decorate the cover some more. But it's really, really exciting to actually have the guts of this book in because it's actually coming together. Visually, we have a book now. Okay, we have our needle peeking through that center hole. Let's push it through like that. We don't need our needle anymore. We just, oh, hang on a minute. What is happening over here? That is not good. Okay, so I've accidentally stuck my thread through my other thread, which is something that's not uncommon. Especially with embroidery floss. Like, embroidery floss is kind of a bit of a pain in the butt, but I do like it because it's such nice colors that you get to pick and choose from. So now we want to stick that under the center line. So we've got a string on either side. And we want to pull up to tension. So just check our tension on the back. Looks pretty gravy. Let's double knot this bad boy now. 1, 2, and then do some bunny ears. And double knot that as well. And let's cut our tails because they are a bit long. Just the one. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. So we have a book. Okay, so the pages that I have are obviously all Christmassy themed. I got these beautiful pages here, some thick cardstock, some printed images. Like, how stunning is this? And just imagine, like, at Christmas time, you print off a photo of you and your whole family having a nice roast or whatever it is that you do. Maybe a turkey. I don't like turkey, but I don't like turkey, to be honest with you. But, like, just imagine putting your Christmas photos in here every single year and sticking this on your shelf. Like, what a beautiful ornament. That is so beautiful. Okay. So now our signatures are in. We have a journal. I'm so excited. The back also has that pocket that is glued down. We can add a bit of lace on this line here just to give it a little bit of bedazzle. So let's have a look-see at that. I'll see what I can find. Now I just added this beautiful, oh my god, how gorgeous is that? Very traditional Christmas bow on there, which I love. I've got another one to stick on the front. This is a bit of fabric that I have. Oh, I just don't know if it's a good thing to stick on here. I think it takes up too much of the Christmassy pattern. I mean, I could do it like this, technically. But then I don't know. No, I feel like maybe I should. Maybe I should glue this down. I'm feeling positive. Now the only problem with this is because it's like that Hessian bag, the glue is going to bleed through and probably stick down to my paper, which is not something that I want. So maybe adding lace onto this is actually a terrible idea. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping not to press down too hard with my glue so that way it doesn't like bleed through to the other side, but I just don't know, you guys. All right, let's stick her down. Press that down. We've got excess, but that's okay. Now, I need to get my ruler. Make sure that does not stick down. This is going to make the gluing process so freaking hard because I need to press down in order for it to freaking stick to the other bit of fabric. Yeah, this was not a wise idea whatsoever. Ah! See? This is so hard, you guys. I don't know what to do here. It does look really pretty though. I'm definitely happy with how it's looking. It's just whether or not it sticks down to the wrong thing, you know? Alright, let's just pray that somehow sticks down. Let's flip to the front now. I love that. It says white Christmas. Oh, perfection. Alright, let's grab our little eyelet puncher. Do another hole on the edge here. Feed our bow through. Twisting, 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 and then pull it down. So we've just got some of that, like that. Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. I don't think I'm going to put any lace on this part here. I think I might just leave it as it is. Like, I like the raw edge. I feel like the lace is going to be way too much and potentially cover it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, freaking hell. Here we go. Look at me being extra. All right, let's add some glue. Let's do it. Bloody heck. I've already messed up and got glue on the wrong part. All right, let's put some glue along this edge as well. This one won't be as bad because obviously this paper doesn't have holes in it. So the glue can't seep through to the other side or anything like that. So the sticking down part is going to be much, much easier. So we've got our bead now of glue. Let's pipe her down. Tack her into place. Make her comply. Alright, let's stick our ruler underneath just to make sure. Okay, stuck a little bit at the bottom. But there's that. How pretty. Okay, now what else is there to do? Now, I have these, which I'm so excited to use. Look at how beautiful these are. We're going to stick these on the edge. Oh my god, look at that. So beautiful.
So I'm just going to poke them on because this is super thin. It won't have any issues going to the edges. Oh, look at that. Just adds just class, doesn't it? Okay, let me turn my thingy-mabobby that away. Let's get some tools now and just crunch that into place so it's not going anywhere. And then just on the edge there as well. Okay, so we have one punched into place. I'm so aggressive with my terminology. Let's say pressed into place. Make it sound a little bit more nice. Okay, ready? That looks so nice. Flipping over to the other side now. Okay, that's a bit exciting. We're upside down, but that's very exciting. So that's something that we've just done to add a little bedazzle to the cover. Now the other thing that I want to add is this beautiful red tulle with stars. I think it's so nice. So I want to add that to the spine here with some nice layer of glue. So it's gonna look something like this. If you guys can kind of visualize that. One thing I want to do first actually before we go ahead, before I forget, is put some eyelets in as well. So I'm just gonna punch the holes. I'm gonna do probably 2, like 1, 2, like that. Go 1. Okay. And then we want to set those now. 1, 2. Beautiful. And then I want to do the exact same on the other side as well. 1, 2. Woohoo! Okay. So we have our eyelets now put in. That saves that job. Now I have these white lace and then these beautiful, like, they're not velvet, it's just like a red, I don't know, cotton material, but it's really nice to touch. I want to join these together and feed them both through and tie a knot. I just think them both together will look really nice. So let's do that. Feed that one through the hole there as well. Pull, pull, pull. Yeah, I don't know, I just like that. I think it looks nice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and double knot that. I'm really happy I made this Christmas journal. I just think it's so lovely and festive. I just like that. I love that it's something, you know, a little bit different. And what's better than being jolly, honestly? Let's put that one through now. Eep. And pull. Okay, so there's that. Alright, we've got our beautiful long closures. Let's fill her up first, okay, on the interior before we glue that last little bit. Now, I have so much stuff to stick in this journal. So much. All of these pre-made journaling cards look so awesome. So let's stick all of those in. I've also got a few belly bands. So these are considered belly bands and so are these. So let's stick these in first. We want to do 1 per signature because we have 4 of these. So let's find like a very boring page, like here, and make it not boring. Let's glue that down. Okay, I'm going to stick that bad guy in. Pressing down. Hopefully that glue tacks because we want it to stay where we put it. Okay, so there's 1. Let's go to the middle now. We want to go to the next signature. Again, we want to find a pretty boring looking page right here. Place that down. Gluey, gluey, gluey. I'm going to do the next 2 off camera so we can move along. Okay, there's the last one of those. Now we also have these belly bands as well to stick in. I don't know why, but we've got 3 of them. I need 4, but we don't have that, so that's okay. Let's just put a little bit of glue on the edge here. And then again, I'm going to line that up in the center and press and hold. Another one, put you there. There's 1 more to go. And then the last one, we're going to put right here. Press, 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 press. Get them nice and tacky. Alright, let's start with our front pocket. Let's just stick something nice in there. Let's stick a little reindeer. He can poke in there. Maybe a little Merry Christmas can go in there as well. Why not? Our belly bands can have something. So let's just get our paper clips now and just start putting bits and pieces around the place. Stick this one here. This guy can go down this way. Let's poke you behind here. Put a little snowman here. He looks so cute. Oh, that is really adorable. Another pine cone area. Stick this guy here on the other side. Put this one here. Another little gingerbread man. Did I say snowman before? I meant gingerbread man. Oh gosh. Let's put a big bell here on the front, on the back. Let's stick a bit of holly. You can stick this one over this side. On the back, we can stick another little gingerbread man. He's so adorable. Let's put another bell here. A nice star. Actually, no. Let's put a cheeky little Santa. I love that. We can put our star here. And then on the other side, we can stick a bit of candles. Just a bit, you know. I want to add another Santa Claus here. Okay, and then this one can go on this side. Another star. Put this holly here. And then another Santa. Oh, my poor baby's so sick right now. Okay, so that is all of our fillages, all of our stuff that we filled. I don't like that this guy is like poking out the side, so let's poke him up out there instead. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's tie this off now, because I'm pretty certain that's the last of the things that we need to stick in this journal. Do a little bunny ears. Oh, this looks so good. Pull. Oh, da, da, da. Okay, now we need to glue our spine and do our signature wax seal as well. Let me turn this bad boy on its edge. Let's line that up nice and good with some tacky glue. Okay, and now we want to lay that down using only one hand because we're trying so desperately to hold this book together. We're in the right position. So let's press down this. Dun, 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 dun. So happy with how this is looking already. Oh my gosh, you guys. So pretty. Now, do we cut off this? Like, it's a bit much, isn't it? I think we should do a little bit of a trim. I don't want it to be that much, like maybe say about here. Like, I just think it's just too much tulle, like it's too long. My scissors do not want to cut, which is great, not. They're getting very, very blunt. Honestly, I've had these for a while. Okay, get rid of some of that excess. How are we looking? Get rid of a bit more off the edge here. Press that down a little bit more as well. Make sure it's gluing nice and good. Now this part here is a bit thickums, a bit extra long, so we're going to trim that. I don't know what we should do. Should we like try and like flatten that down like with a bit of glue? I don't know. This trimming is getting a bit hard. I'd kind of like to see if I can get some of it to stick down. So let's just like put a bit of glue. Just do this, make it nice and tacky. Add a bit of the other glue as well. That's a bit thinner. And then we're just gonna lay it down on itself so that way it dries like that. So find a spot to lay it down. And we can continue to trim off any excess that we don't really want after it's dried. But we need to do our signature wax seal now. Now, I really, really want this to work out for me and to be like in the right position.
Mama.
Hang on, Bubby. Yeah, in a minute. I'm going to press that down now. Look at how beautiful that turned out. It's like a perfect circle almost. Wow! Oh my gosh, that is stunning. Look at that, you guys. This journal is now a finished product. Obviously, I've still got to let that edge glue. I'm going to let that glue dry, all of that, and then do a little bit of trimming. But our journal is basically done. This is our vintage Christmas journal. It's very, I don't know, it's beautiful. I feel like it needs something extra. Let me do some thinking real quick. Just something a little bit extra. Okay, so I think I've figured out kind of what it needs. I wanted to put a little bit of green on here. I haven't stuck these down yet, but I just thought I would get the visual happening. I think this would look really nice. Oh my god, I don't know, I'm just excited. Okay, those are now pressed and glued on. I wanted to show you guys that gluing process, but my camera just like was completely full of like footage and it wouldn't let me film anymore until I cleared it. So sorry that you didn't get to see that part, but this is a finished journal. I am in love. I don't know about you guys, it is such a beautiful thing. I think it would look so gorgeous on somebody's bookshelf, especially out at Christmas time. It's so pretty. Alrighty, so let's now go and say our goodbyes. This journal is so freaking gorgeous. I don't know about you guys, it's simple. It's like elegant, it's very vintage, it's very traditional Christmas, and I love that so much. I hate all the like modern colors of Christmas, like the blues and the silver and like the sparkly, you know, there's so many different, every year when you go shopping for Christmas, there's like a theme. And like everyone has to like have like this, I don't know, go with that theme basically for the year. And it's usually kind of a bit shite. I love though traditional Christmas. That's what I want my house to be like every year. I don't care if it's repetitive or the same, but I just really, really love a traditional style Christmas. So that's basically what this journal is. Look at those edges. They are so cool. My first time actually using these on my journal. I'm really, really excited. They're not very something that I can like stick on every journal because they need to be quite thin. But because we don't have fabric, it's just the cardboard on this side. It's thin enough to actually wrap this around and clamp it on. Otherwise, it just falls off. Like when you've got a lot of fabric in bulk, they're not really for that. They're for a very hard, flat surface. But I really, really love how this turned out. I think the leaves definitely add a little bit of extra interest on the front cover. The back is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
And then you guys obviously know what the interior is like as well. This is going to be such an amazing journal to stick on your shelf at Christmas time. Fill it with all your Christmas photos. Each year you can keep adding to it. And I just think that is so beautiful. And then whoever comes over at Christmas time, they can open it up and be like, oh my God, this was like Christmas 2021 or Christmas blah 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 blah. You can obviously put old Christmas photos and then continue to add, or you can just start new with your journal and go from whatever year you're at. So there's so many pages, so much space in this journal. I am so happy, and I really hope you guys like this journal as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon as well. Stay updated with my regular uploads. I upload every Friday, so this is available for purchase. Head to the link in description if you are interested. Bye! I love you guys so much. See you next time. I'm still very pregnant and got a lot of indigestion, but I'm so happy. I almost want to keep it for myself, but I'm not going to. I'm going to sell it, obviously. I'm a hoarder. I can't hold on to everything I have. I need to get rid of stuff.